A Bend man who considers himself an extreme athlete is planning his next outrageous adventure, this time raising awareness for a cause that hits close to home. Max Goldwasser joins us now with his story. Max?
Yeah, Lee, about 10 years ago, Justin True tried to take his own life twice, and now he hopes his story can help other people dealing with mental health problems.
People have just been like, no, man, this is the craziest thing. Like, this sounds hard.
Insane, crazy, impossible. Justin True has heard it all. Words that would make most people shy away from a challenge, he uses them as fuel.
Pretty much shot my buddy a message back in like the fall, and he's like, that sounds insane. All right, well, that's good. That's what I want to hear.
He's been featured on our newscast more than a few times in the past, completing 24 CrossFit workouts in 24 hours and becoming one of the first people ever to complete a source-to-sea trek through Madagascar's largest river.
You name it, we've been through it.
But come May, he'll embark on what just might be his toughest endeavor to date.
I think mentally it'll be the hardest.
True will swim 50 miles from the Bahamas through the Bermuda Triangle to the coast of Miami.
We hear about it as kids, like planes going missing and boats going missing. And then once you grow up, you're like, oh yeah, that's not real. And now it's like, well, maybe it is.
From there, he'll bike 3,500 miles to San Diego, including a quick pit stop in Utah to casually complete an Ironman. And the last leg will be a 600-mile run to the Golden Gate Bridge. More than 4,100 miles of swimming, biking, and running in about 35 days. Yeah, crazy would be a perfect word to describe his plan, but not when you consider his reason behind it.
I just want to be able to help somebody on the other side because I don't know, maybe they just need a little boost to get over that hump that I was in.
When True was just 15 years old, his brother was in the hospital for a drug overdose, and his mother was just a few doors away after being stabbed 7 times.
They were saying that she was too weak, like her jugular was holding on by like millimeters. They just said like, all right, when you go in there, you can't cry. Like if you cry, she'll cry and she'll die because she's too weak.
So in his words, he learned at an early age to just suck it up. They would both survive, but a few years later, True was ready to end it all. He couldn't just suck it up anymore. So he tried to take his own life, twice, in the same week. Now looking back, he's able to put that moment in perspective.
The physical pain that I would feel doing a triathlon or pulling a car, like, yeah, it hurts, but like, it's nothing to the grieving that people have to deal with by losing someone they love. And like, I almost put them through that.
That's why True's newest adventure will take place during Mental Health Awareness Month in May. He wants to spread a message to other people who are dealing with their own struggles.
You might be so depressed today and want to end it all, but you know what? Tomorrow might be great. And if not, the next day might be great. So why not just keep going?
True says even if his story helps only one person, it will have all been worth it. Yeah, True set up a GoFundMe to help pay for some of the expenses like his bike and his running shoes, but most of the money will go straight to a charity that focuses on mental health. And you can find a link to that in the online version of this story later tonight.